And welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome. So Neural is on a complete tear again. It's at 38. Plenty of opportunity there. Continue to give. It's a gift that keeps on giving, and a lot of opportunity. Continues to rally. We get nice massive pullbacks, and then we have a continuation rally. So Neural definitely. Super momentum stock right now. It's been on everybody's radar for the past 3 days. It's at a very dangerous level for me at this point. But yeah, Neural, one that has momentum there. If you like to short, potentially this is a reasonable place to short. Let's take a look here at level 2. We do see some resistance at 37 and at 40. So it's going to be interesting to see. It is a small market cap stock. So maybe it does squeeze higher actually. I don't know, but this is a very tough one to play. I see a name out there, Fisker, FSR. We have a Fisker here at 1652. So it did gap up, but now pulling back. I did tweet this pre-market. U.S. weekly jobless claims a total 419 versus 350 estimated. So more jobless claims. I don't know if this is good or bad. Maybe this is good for inflation, but bad for the economy. And last week we had a pandemic low of 360,000 jobless claims. But now, this week, we have 419. So, numbers seem to be slightly rising now. Also, Churchill Capital 4 remain open for business combination with Lucid Motors. The extended the vote. So, if you're a Lucid Motors shareholder, they encourage you to vote. I think you can call here. They do have a link here, proxy vote. Here, I'll put this article there on the live stream here if you haven't voted yet. And now we're looking good here. Fisker. Clove, another one that I've been following here, gapped. It looks like it's having a lot of momentum and it's also up. It's at 927. It hit a low of 767 on Monday, and now it's up a few dollars higher. So good opportunity there. It's going to be interesting to see how futures reacts to this jobless claim. We have pretty much S&P 500, Nasdaq futures, and everything's kind of flat here according to yesterday's close, or slightly lower. Nvidia continues to push higher here. Let's take a look here at Nvidia level 2. We're seeing Microsoft bullish activity here on the options. Nvidia now at 198. It looks like it's going to rally here at 200. It might break here and continue to go higher. Level 2 looks very strong. Might rally to 210 today. Looking very strong. Let's see here. Microsoft is also getting some bullish activity here. All-time highs for Microsoft. Extremely bullish. Now trading at 285 and looking very good there, Microsoft. Let's look at some news here. We're seeing some increasing comments there for half point on Wall Street bets. Let's take a look at half point. Nice jump there, half point 1140 at the moment, from the lows of around 935, and it's up about $2 there at 1135. So one ticker there that is trending right now on Wall Street bets. Let's see what else we got going on here. So we're seeing some increasing short numbers there for Mirror Software. Possibly has the potential for a second squeeze, and we're seeing increasingly big numbers there. Let me look at some numbers there for Mirror Software. 1 second. This might have potential there for a second squeeze higher. So Mirror Software right now highly shorted, 41% short interest afloat. Huge numbers there out of Mirror Software. This is potentially setting up for a second run up there. Mirror Software. Right now we have pain reform here. PRFX halted right now. 538 there, and market cap at 31 million, and plenty of potential there. Here's some numbers for Mirror Software. We have a short volume ratio of 21% there, but a short interest of a free float there of 41.77. Those are huge explosive numbers, and we might see a second wave there for Mirror Software. Let me see here. So now we're seeing futures here. Looks like it wants to climb here. Clove now slightly pulling back at 906. Had a nice little gap up there, and Clove at 905 now. And we're off to the races here. PRFX here, another one that has a lot of momentum right now. Already halted, and might be a play for the day here at 619. Low market cap, good potential there for another home run there. PRFX. We are seeing some nice support there at 637, and now we got level 2 skewed up here. Definitely a Robinhood, not good for these kind of runs here, low flow kind of stocks. Oh, I see. I think it got halted again. So already halted. I'm not sure if it's for the second or third time. We're only a few minutes here out of the open, and PRFX halted once again here. We have volume 5 million shares traded with an average volume of 1.2 million shares, and already 5 times the volume, and we're barely 15 minutes out of the open there. Adobe here now breaking up to all-time highs now at 619. Adobe looking very strong, along with Microsoft being some of the big winners. Amazon looks like it's waking up here and is inching to go higher. American Airlines holding up here at 2116. Virgin Galactic at 32, and it looks like it found the floor here between 28 and 30, and potentially can turn here to go higher in the next few weeks. Morgan Stanley, we're seeing financials here popping up, going towards all-time highs. Let's take a look at JP Morgan. And it's just a Morgan Stanley. Let's see Goldman Sachs. So we have PRFX here, halted 637. We're seeing a little bit more activity today. I see a little bit more of the options play going on there, a little bit more news and catalysts roaming around. So a little bit more of an exciting day. Just be careful out there. We did get jobless claim numbers go up. So not sure how markets are going to react to that, or they're just going to swallow it. But we are seeing markets almost flat here, but we are seeing some action. So just here on my watch list, we have some mixed action. We see some red, we see some green. Here on my other watch list, we see a little bit of more red. And we're off here. PRFX now at 660. IGC, another one that gapped up here, trading at 365. Another one that's gapping here, WISA is up at 588, and it's up 44%. It's health tech, biotech, like always, no surprise there. We have this one, IPA, also up 40%. It's biotech that's always on the loose. We have CUEN here, 464. And it looks like PRFX is the best of the action now at 715, and it looks like it's halted again. And it sure does look halted once again here. Good morning, Chris. Good morning. Yes, AF Point is one that a stock that's trending, and it's also it's definitely one that's on Wall Street Bets right now that is trending. We're seeing some options activity on Alibaba. We also are seeing some options activity on Microsoft. So a lot more action today. We are seeing some good September options activity on Nvidia. So there is some plays out there. So we're halted here. I believe this is like the third or fourth halting here on pain form. Didi now at 1047, highly anticipated IPO out of China, and got hit hard for their privacy policies, and now at 1050. I'm sure this is one we're gonna hear about in a few months, exploding and looking back on that dip. So already volume 11 million shares traded there for PRFX. Average volume 1 million, already 10x the amount of shares normally traded, and we're barely about 30 minutes into the open. Market cap 31 million, so has plenty of potential. DRVE, or the Hedgies and Ninja Loans, are back. PRFX will be back. Real estate bear there. Okay, PRFX. DRV 3 times. The bear. I see you're going against Ninja Loans. Got it. Against housing. I just have a hard time. I used to do bearish leverage ETFs. They're very tough. I don't really do those anymore. They're extremely tough. Once they get crushed like this, with a leverage ETF like this, they'll do a reverse split. So if you're playing any options, you're gonna get crushed. Especially when they're going down, below $10, they'll do a reverse split. You did see a spike here in the pandemic lows, but this is extremely hard to play. So it looks like PRFX is halted again here at 653. So potentially, it's halted again. Potentially can come back down here to this level between 450 and 5. Let me see. It opened here. What is this saying? It opened at 471, between 471 and 538 for this candle. So Neural here rallied to 39. It's on a pullback consolidation area, holding here around at $30, and it could potentially turn here. But right now, all eyes are on PRFX here, waiting to see if we see a pullback here more towards the $455 level. I'll be right back, guys. I'll leave you guys with some nice music there.
Oh, I saw that I had the wrong mic on once again. We are seeing PRFX being one of the better for the action today here. Potentially could come back to around 450 to $5. I'm looking for a pullback, potentially take a play there. Also, Neuro is at a good level here around $30, consolidating around $29. Let's see here what level 2 looks like. It's about even there. You still do have some volume, and not bad here at 29.39. Here coming 29.04. Potential consolidation here around this area. If this comes back down to my 10 period moving average on the 5-minute chart, that might um, be a nice place for a potential shot there. Apple here climbing higher, seeing some nice options activity. So we are getting some action here. We are getting some nice options activity, and we're getting some nice action. Much better day today. Much better day as far as action, not as slow. Although the past 2 days there's been action, just it develops over the day. But now we're seeing action here at the open. So I'm gonna leave you guys here with some nice music. I'll be right back. Alrighty then. I'm back. Hey, it looks like I'm in PRFX, but I'm not. This is from my actual position on my portfolio. I'm not on PRFX. One. It looks like the CCIV vote has passed there for the merger. So CCIV there, it looks like they're saying that the merger has passed. No worries, PR. Yeah, actually, when I initially did sit down, the mic the mic was off, and yeah, actually, the first words I did say was muted, but I turned it on right away. So we have CCIV, vote pass, not getting much action there. Let's look at SoFi. SoFi was rallying. Now it's down to 1613. We saw a big move there. Let's look at PaySafe. There we go. So PRFX actually looks decent here at these levels. We do see some support here at $5. So if it does get closer to $5, I might do something about it. Not sure yet. So Neuro here holding at 28. So we have here some. Okay, so now this is looking interesting. We're going down here to PRFX. We're going back down here to 485. And might come back down here to this consolidation period. We do have 480 here. So we have some support here, 460, 450. And we're here now at this supporting line here on the 10 period moving average here on the 5-minute chart here. So Neural now down to 27.22. So we do have some resistance here at PRFX at $5. It did come back crashing down to basically the open. We do have some support here around this area, and let's see if we see some consolidation around this area before we see a reversal back up and see if we go higher. We already traded 17 million shares. That's about 17 times, about 15 times more than the average already here at the open. So now we're seeing a lot of red here across the indices here. So we're seeing a little bit of red. S&P 500. Only the Nasdaq looking like it's has some action. We're seeing a little bit of red here on the Dow Jones, Russell 2000. VIX kind of spiking, and we are seeing a pullback here in the markets. Yeah, MRIN has a good short volume there, increasing short volume, and it's kind of consolidating. This one can explode again pretty soon. SNTG halted PSTV. Plus Therapeutics here, 254. PSTV there. We have 300,000 shares traded. Average volume there, 3,000. We have 331,000 today. Already above average, and we're barely at the open there for PSTV. So it broke here out of this support line here, and it looks like it's going to continue to sell off here. Next support here, we're seeing 405 and $4. So Neural now down to 26.20. So we're seeing these momentum, short squeeze, and everything selling off now. Neural down to 25.60. PRFX now at 420. Marin Software 898. So now we're seeing a pullback there today. Let me see here. And we are seeing a bounce here on the futures now. Alrighty. So big sell off there out of PRFX, big failure. We had some support here around 450, didn't work out. Now down to 395. Big sell off. Potentially comes back in the next few days, maybe later today, but yeah, pushing lower for now. Emergent Software now 892. And Neural was another one that was sent out. Neural now at 26.74 here. Semi wants to run here, 550. It's currently pulling back here. Nice run here on the 5-minute chart with a slight pullback there for now. We did see a nice run up there on Semi yesterday. Now bouncing here and coming back up 555. We're seeing here a lot of red there. Some mixed action there. Tattoo Chef now at 1981. SoFi now coming back down 1593. American Airlines continues to push higher, 2153 there for American Airlines. And Krispy Kreme here had a lot of insider buying about a few weeks ago, now pushing lower, 1613. Amara here, 2475. A little pullback on the crypto stocks. We also have Hive Blockchain here, 227. Had a sneeze there. Let's see here. So we are seeing a pullback. VIX here at 1772. S&P 500 practically flat from yesterday's close. And we are seeing the NASDAQ Tech here being the clear leader. So Neuro here holding around the $27 mark. Apple getting a nice run today. Apple, they're seeing some nice options activity. Microsoft too, another one with the options activity. So the mega cap stocks once again dominating here. Amazon also running. So we're back to that kind of seasonality where only big tech is rallying. Everything else is left behind. Chipotle here keeps on trucking higher. Complete animal there, Chipotle. Just take a look at Starbucks. It's trending. Wow, now I know why it's trending. Big move out of Starbucks there. Becky stocks. They're at 121, up 2% out of Starbucks. It's going to have earnings in about 5 days. And Starbucks big push higher. Maybe they had a catalyst today or news. That is a big there out of Starbucks. Adobe 621 there. Adobe. Intel here stuck in the 50s. We are seeing a lot of red there. Big tech being the leaders there. WISA is also seeing some action there. Clover Health, they're giving up the gains. Rallied to around 940, now at 865. VIX 1757 getting hammered. A lot of red out there, and it's only big tech leading the way. It's only the big names that we know pushing the market higher. Everything else, there is no hope right now during this market. We did see a nice rally yesterday, reasonable, not huge, on growth stocks. And we saw a lot of our favorite names green. And today, we're seeing a lot of the mega cap stocks getting some of that money. Microsoft, Adobe, and Apple, best of the action here for the day. Oh, also Starbucks being another one, and Chipotle being big winners there. Starbucks 121, big move there, 2.13%, looking good there. Chipotle here at 1800, another 2.59% up day for Chipotle. Huge for Chipotle. Unbelievable there. Massive move there. From what is this? Monday's low, I believe. It had a low of 1525. Now it's basically pushing 1800. So we're talking about more or less a $300 price increase there. Massive, massive mega move there for Chipotle. With lower highs, seems like October and September stuff will be really discounted. And for faint of the heart, yeah, it definitely seemed like when we had that massive sell-off here. Let's go back here. We'll take a look at S&P 500. When we had this massive sell-off, I have some indicators here, and that was a very quick recovery. I was expecting this to continue to trickle down and possibly take a few weeks for a pullback, which we could still have. This could be a dead cat bounce here and potentially setting up for the end of the year. But we've had technically here 3 consecutive patterns here like clockwork. I don't know if we're going to be lucky enough to get a fourth one here, to get a fourth rally, a third rally that is. We had a pullback here. I had some indicators here triggering off May 12th, and then we had a nice rally there. Here once again on May 21st, June 18th, June 21st, we had another second dip here and another rally, and it's just like clockwork. Big red candles followed by big green reversal candles, and you get a rally there. So don't know if we're gonna get lucky to get one of these rallies again. But I did have some of my numbers trigger here, a buy signal from these lows for another potential run here for the next few weeks, possible months. But it's kind of sketchy. I don't know what we're gonna get. I'm just doing a measured move here. Let me just do it from here. I'll do it from this low here to this high, and I'll do it from this low from this high here. So that gives us a price target of about 44.69. That's pretty tough by August, which is in about a month. Yeah, that's kind of tough. Don't know if we'll get there. I think JP Morgan or an analyst gave year-end price target for S&P 500 around 4,600, which is pretty high. So I'll draw this here, more or less for this measured move here for S&P 500. If this pattern repeats here, like we've seen here and here, this did trigger on some of my models here, a buy signal here, very similar to the one that happened here on May 12th. So this dip here signaled a similar buy here on a Monday, or was this Tuesday? Tuesday. So interesting to see if we do the measured move method. We're supposed to be around 440. Here, let me write this down. 44.70 here by mid next month, which is wild. I mean, could be. So Nasdaq pushing higher. We're going back up to all-time highs. VIX still hammered here. And it's Apple carrying the team. Microsoft. SoFi now back down to 1590 here, below 16. Plug at 27. CCIV here at 23. It's gonna get tough. F point still strong. Let's take a look at F point. F point 1187. We're looking at about, let me see here, 932. About a $2.50 move there. Nicely done there for F point. Nice reversal. Huge opportunity. Looks phenomenal there. Nice swing trade. Good stuff, Chris. Good stuff. Ooh, this is one that I follow. Light here. It hit a low of 846 and now at 927. So about a 75-cent move there. Yes, let's take a look at that. PBTS. So we've seen some action there out of PBTS. Power Bridge Technology. I think we've talked about this one, or I've seen it before. Let's see what level 2 is telling us here for PBTS. PBTS, Power Bridge Technologies. You bought at 140. It's at 154. We saw the big volume coming in here. Let's see what this was trading. You bought it perfectly at 140. Not sure if you bought it today or if you've been holding this position. But if you bought it today, you nailed basically the bottom. We're getting a nice increase here on PBTS. And we do see some resistance at 163, 10 cents away. As far as the volume goes, nothing special there for the volume. Currently traded 333,000 shares traded. Average volume almost 2 million. So nothing super abnormal so far. But yeah, that's what you got going for you for PBTS. You do have some support there on PBTS at 149 and at 151. So smaller cap stocks here pulling back. Let's look at the IWM, and we're selling off here. We got a dead cat bounce and nice rally up into the 10-day moving average and got rejected. Someone did buy the 160 puts for November last week or earlier this week. Let's look at AMC. AMC now reversing here, 38.19 for AMC. So Citibank's bull case is giving Microsoft a price target of a high of 378. So we're talking about almost 100 points above there for Microsoft. Just remarkable here. We're seeing action on Bumble. Bumble seeing some action here. Bumble seeing some bullish options activity. 51.82 from the recent lows of 45.41. So we're seeing about a $7 move there in 3 days. Bumble getting some options activity. You got it, PR. You got it. How's it going there with PBTS? 150 there, holding 150. Yeah, there's some support there now at 147. Volume is not too wild, so we did get a little bump there of 170,000. We're getting some decent volume actually there. in the past 15 minutes, so have to wait and see if it continues. IPA IPA there continues to rally 1035. Big move there, up 86%. Which at 959 we see support at 950, and it's selling off here, and then potentially goes to $9 if it breaks 950. It looks like it bottomed in January, so it could only go up. So wheat. It's actually like May bottom to around a low of 107. Which here dumping pretty hard in the last 5 minutes, from 970 down to 955, and selling off pretty heavily there. Which XL Fleet big run coming. I do like XL Fleet. It's one that I traded and I made some nice trades on it. Not recently, but it's one that I had bought. I actually bought somewhere around here, around the $6 mark before, or maybe it was around here, closer to $7, and I did sell somewhere up here. So I did get a nice move there out of XL Fleet. I do like it where it's at right now. They do have business. I think they work with Ford already, and they do have or General Motors or both. They are working already, and they do have revenue, So it's a relatively new company, but is producing there. So it's a good name there. I do like it. I do like Excel Fleet. Here it hit a low of 644. Right now it's about 50 cents higher, $7. It's still a super great deal. And it rallied there when it was announced, when it was a SPAC to 35. I remember that when it was announced on CNBC, or they were talking about it at CNBC. I could be wrong, but it was probably this day right here. And now we're down to 702. So we are getting a pullback here. It looks like what we experienced was a dead cat bounce. We're gonna have to give it some more time, but we are getting hammered down here. Although we're selling off here with these smaller cap stocks, the major indices are up and the VIX is down. So we only have a handful of stocks. Once again, being the story here. SPACs and lower cap stocks, they haven't gotten a break since earlier this year. So it's taking some time here. We've seen some nice runs, but nothing compared to what we saw earlier this year. Uh, we haven't seen anything fantastic. At this point, I just feel like buying the indices, I'm just like not amazing returns, but I honestly, at this point, thinking about just trading the indexes. Not exciting, but predictable. So we are seeing the Qs pulling back here on the 5-minute chart. Wow, Crocs at 128. We're seeing some unusual volume there on Crocs. I was trading this stock at like $48. Was that October last year? Wow. Unbelievable. Crocs. Wow, this is blowing my mind. Unbelievable. 3x practically there on Crocs. I was trading it last year. I remember around $40, somewhere around here. Jesus. This just blew my mind. Yeah, Freeport McMoran. Yeah, this one was one that rallied since the pandemic lows from $5 to 46. That's almost 10x there. Uh, massive, massive gains there. Another big winner there. Also, another decent winner there that I was trading was X. It hit a low of like 450 pandemic lows, ran up to about 30. So pretty nice run there for X. Unbelievable that Crocs. Seriously, blows my mind. Wish continues to sell off. 954 here for Wish. We see some support at 950. Not sure if it's gonna hold, but we see more support at $9. So if it does go below 950, which I believe it might, it's gonna go to $9. We're seeing a big dump there out of Wish. I have big position there on Wish. 949. 5 minute candles here look horrible. Let's swap them to see what that looks like. Big red day for me there. I have pretty large position there on Wish, and it's dumping hard. It might be going to $9. Potential here if Wish continues to sell off. We did hit a bottom of around 750. So potential here, price target for Wish. If sell off continues in the next few days, 750. Who knows how much lower it can go? Maybe even lower. We are seeing only big tech here ramping up. We're seeing a dead cat bounce out of the IWM, and here is at 218 at the moment. And it's going to be interesting to see in the next few days if we go lower. And things are looking a little sketchy here. We're seeing a lot of red. We're seeing the major indices trying to ramp up to all-time highs. And we did get a nice rally here off of this sell-off, but it looks a little exhausted here. Things are looking a bit sketchy here. So we could see a potential sell-off here. IWM Russell 2000 selling off. This potentially looks like a dead cat bounce. And it's going to be interesting to see here how these things develop. CCIV here at 2248, potentially coming back down to around the 2050 level. We did hit a low here of 2090. It looks like the voting got approved there, and CCIV technically it does look like I got rejected here on the 10-day moving average. Might take a little breather, but it does look like there's a turn coming, and I do believe it's gonna turn here. Try to test the $30 mark once again, and maybe within the next month. This might take a little bit of time here. So Neuro, big sell off there. 23.25. I was looking at some support here, potentially play. I didn't get in. Luckily, I didn't. And now it's at 23.10. IPA continues to rally here. IPA. Wow, big move there. I brought it out here. I believe it was somewhere around $8 when I brought it out. Somewhere around here, or maybe $10. IPA, big move now. It was up 80 something percent when I called it out. It's 155%. Big move there. IPA, 36 million shares traded, 36 times the average. No, about 15 times the average. Average volume, almost 2 million shares. Big move there. It has $100 million dollar market cap at these levels at the moment. And now we're dumping here, $12.95. You had a 10% gain yesterday, now down 5%. Yeah, I mean, once this VIX, things are, it's day to day. Once this VIX ran up to this level, we're gonna see a lot of chop. We're gonna see a lot of chop. It is cooling and being hammered down. But I did say yesterday, once we see it between $17 and $16 around this range, we can potentially see another big downturn. So it's coming back down. If it comes back down to this area, maybe not this week, but next week. Maybe today it's going to be somewhere around here, and tomorrow as well. And maybe over the weekend we get some scarcity or something happens. We're going to see ramp up sometime next week. So, once you get a VIX at elevated levels, you get a lot of chop. It gets very difficult. It's a roller coaster of emotions. One day we're back, and then the next day is they take the gains. The only true winners here are super large cap tech. Those are the only winners here. Everybody else is pretty much eating some losses here. Except for AvePoint. All right, I'm going to call it here, guys. Another big down date for me. Another down 6%. Things are looking brutal here. And I have some leaps here. So I'm just going to have to hang in there. I did a crazy day trade today, which I shouldn't, cost me around $900. And that little detour definitely cost me. I need to just hold into my leap positions here. And basically just calm my horses down and just let the market do what it's supposed to and develop here. Yeah, AvePoint's a complete beast right now, totally trending, and a nice reversal there, up about $3 there, $2 from the lows of last week. So nice move there out of AvePoint. Thank you guys. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. I'll be out here with my account melting away every day. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. And that is a definitely volatile portfolio right now. I am full options once again. I ramped it up. I had pulled away, holding on cash. I'm on full options. And I'm also playing some different strategies. Not only am I buying right now, I'm also selling options. So trying to collect some premium to lower my cost basis there for my long options. Thank you guys for coming in here once again. It might get a little bit choppy tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, options expiration. So I'm not being too optimistic tomorrow, especially with this kind of move, with this kind of momentum right now. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you for logging in, and I'll see you tomorrow.